Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. My name is Tammy. It's Sunday, September 9th, 2018, and it's weigh-in day. Okay guys, so I'm not sure if you can tell by the sound of my froggy throat, but I am very sick today. I woke up this way and I'm feeling pretty crappy. Chef Dave has taken all the kids to church, so I'm just hanging out at home alone. I haven't had a shower, I haven't done my hair, I am in my pajamas, but I want to make this video for you guys because we missed last week and I don't want to miss another week. And I have a lot to update you guys on if I can talk enough to do it. I think this has been the most challenging week since I have started keto for me, and I want to talk about why. But before I do that, I just want to get to the weigh-in because I know a lot of you are here just for an update, so I'm just going to put that in here right now. So now that you guys have seen the number, those of you who are just here for an update can take off if you need to, and those who are interested in my reaction and how I'm feeling about this can stick around. I don't even know where to begin. So as you can see, I weighed in today at 210 pounds. I'm actually relieved about that number, and I will tell you why. I don't know, those of you who watched my live chat on Tuesday and heard my check-in, I talked about how when I got back from my trip, I weighed 208 pounds and how upset I was and that kind of stuff, and like what happened on my trip and how challenging it was and all of that. Since my trip, my weight has been going up a pound a day ever since, and last night I weighed myself before I went to bed and the scale said 216.9, which usually means for me that I only lose about 4 pounds overnight, you know, between night and morning. Like if I decide to weigh at night, it seems to be about 4 pounds less, and starting to actually panic a little bit, and I will tell you why. I am putting on water in a scary way, like I've never seen before, except for when after I had my son and I almost died from pleurisy caused by water retention. So now we all know that my body is dumb and constantly puts on water for random reasons that I never know what they are, so I can't ever fix it because I don't ever know like what is causing it, and if I wait it out, I know it goes away. Okay, that we've talked about that ad nauseum on this channel. If you haven't seen all my weigh-in videos, if you go back, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just a pattern. I put on water and it falls off, and I put on water and it falls off, and whenever it falls off, it shows the weight loss that I made during the time I was holding the water. And so me holding water is like nothing new. We all know that. But me holding this amount of water in this short amount of time is actually scary. And last night I was having serious anxiety over it. I was starting to panic. My belly has become so distended that I actually look like I'm about 8 months pregnant. And like I talked about in my live chat, a lady in Atlanta at the airport actually asked me if I was pregnant, and that's the first time that's ever happened to me in my entire life. So you can imagine my belly is distended quite a bit. It is so noticeable. When I looked in the mirror, I just did a double take out. I'm just like, what the heck is that? Like, it's swollen. Like I'm pregnant. I keep talking about my alien baby that was pregnant in me when I went to Alabama. Part of me wishes I just had not gone to Alabama, to be completely honest. I really, well, I'm not talking about that part, but needless to say, I wish I had not gone to Alabama because apparently I don't do well with plane travel or whatever, or the humidity, or I don't know, but it's sent my body into some kind of weird shock. That, coupled with all the things that I did leading up to that, I did my clogging class, then I did ballet for the first time, then I did a full day of videography at Hero Quest and got hit by foam swords and, was in the middle of a battle. And then the next day I had an emotional goodbye and a lot of stress and had to leave my kids, which I did not want to do, for a big event that they were doing that I really wanted to participate in, to fly on the plane and go to Atlanta and then drive 3 hours to Alabama. So it was a basically 7 hours of travel just sitting. And so I think combination of all that, and then at the wedding I was running up and down the hill a bit to help with, getting things for the bride's mom and whatever. And on Sunday morning, my left side seized up in the morning. I've told this story already on the live chat. If you guys have already heard it, I'm sorry. But anyway, needless to say, I ended up taking a muscle relaxer that my sister offered me because I was in so much pain and I had so much travel ahead of me. We had another 3 hours to Atlanta, and then we were going to walk around the aquarium for 4 hours, and I needed to be able to use my body. And so I tried this pill, and all it did was knock me out. She gave me the name of the pill, and now I can't remember what it is. Something that starts with a C and ends with a zine. Dang it. Anyway, I have it written down so that if that ends up being any part of the cause of all this, I don't know. I shouldn't obviously have not taken somebody else's prescription medicine, but I was pretty desperate and we were traveling, so can't do anything about it now. I did it. It's over. It knocked me out pretty much dead for the rest of the day. And I didn't really get to, I hardly remember the aquarium because I was so in and out. Anyway, so the next morning we had to head out, and I had another 4-hour travel ahead of me and a lot of stress when I came home because, things that had gone on around here and seeing my kids again, and my stress level is through the roof. And I am a high-strung person in as I react emotionally to things and I get out of control pretty quick. Keto has really helped to smooth that out for me and make it bearable. But for years I would fly off the handle at the littlest thing, and then I'd be back to earth and I'd be fine. I've had my stress levels tested on machines, and my body reacts really well. My heart really reacts well to stress. I don't really feel like I get a lot of high cortisol level. But I'll tell you what, that trip coupled with this week, I just have felt like my stress level was really, really high, and I can't seem to get it down. I've tried baths, and I've tried more Soleil water, and I don't know what I've tried. I have my daily life too. I've tried relaxing, I've tried getting more sleep, but my body won't sleep. I wake up panicking all the time. I'm all messed up because of this trip. Anyway, I have not gone off keto. I'm not eating any freaking carbs. I may have eaten enough keto stuff on the trip to knock me out of ketosis, but I should well be back in by now. So I don't know what is going on that way. I don't think it's anything to do with that. I really have no freaking clue. And last night, I was seriously panicking because I had just gone on the scale and saw that 216.9, and I thought, oh my gosh, something's wrong. Something's wrong. I need to go to the doctor or something. I'm messaging my sister at 1 a.m. She's trying to calm me down and give me ideas of what it could be. And she brought me back down to earth so I could calm down and go to sleep. And before I went to sleep, I said prayer, and I just said, God, if this is life-threatening, if this is a serious situation with my kidneys or my heart that I need to go deal with, I will. But if it isn't, please let the water start going off me because I'm getting really scared. And I don't know how much more I can handle. I'm already feeling so awful. You look at my face, you guys. I know you guys say you can't tell, but my face is so puffy. Even my eyelids are puffy. Everything's puffy. And my hands aren't that puffy, which is weird because usually they get puffy. My ankles are really puffy, and my stomach is gigantic. I had to go from wearing size 12 jeans back to wearing my 16s because I couldn't fit in any of my pants. It's I literally got a 20-pound watermelon put in my belly overnight. So And I've never had this experience other than right after I had my baby when I had all that swelling, but I was 374 pounds. So how could you even tell? I know I felt huge, and I know I felt awful. And last night was starting to feel awful. I'm really worried. So I said that prayer, and I said, if it's not life-threatening, could you please help the water go? Because I just need to know if I need to go in to the doctor or what is going on. And to my relief, I was up every hour peeing last night, and every time I was saying a little prayer, thank you, because I knew that meant my body was finally dealing, I guess, or gosh, I'm a mess, you guys. Why am I making this video? I don't even know if I'm going to put this in there. Oh, great. Now I got mascara. How do I even have mascara on still? I haven't worn makeup in, oh, whatever. Since Tuesday. I haven't washed my face apparently either. Awesome. Guys, look. I guess what I'm trying to say is I can't always be positive and perfect and awesome for you guys because life is not always positive and perfect and awesome. And I didn't realize how much of a trigger me putting on 16, 17 pounds in a week was gonna be. Literally, I think I have PTSD from being so fat and scared of it. That's the reason why. That's my reason why I don't eat carbs. Literally, you'd have to hold me down and force feed me, and I'd probably still vomit it up. I won't eat a carb. You can't make me to do it. And so it's so frustrating knowing I haven't done anything different other than travel. I haven't done anything different food-wise. I haven't eaten anything different to cause this. If I had gone hog wild and ate freaking fried food and flipping sweet rolls that are supposedly the best on the planet, then I would be like, yeah, well, there you go. Shouldn't have done that, Tamara. But I didn't do that. I didn't do it. So that makes me mad. Anyway, so seeing the 210 on the scale, that was 1.5 pounds down from yesterday. It was such a relief. And I'm just praying that it will just keep going because I really, really, really need that. I really need it to be back to normal. Really need to be back to normal right now. And it's hard to be positive when you have depression and you're triggered, and it's hard not to want to eat stuff. But I'll tell you, I don't want to eat any sugar, that's for sure. All I want to do is go get a giant bag of pork rinds and dip it in cream cheese, and I'm not doing that either. But I want to. I'll tell you. Want to, and I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to drown my feelings in food regardless of whether or not it's going to kick me out of ketosis or not. I am going to just keep pushing forward and keep praying, keep taking my Soleil water, and I can't even eat because I actually woke up sick today, of all things. I don't even get sick, rarely get sick. And I noticed in the middle of the night when I was getting up to pee the million times that I couldn't swallow. I kept trying to drink more water, and it would just dribble down my chin, and I went, oh, great. So now I have got some nasty cold. I'm sneezing and a runny nose, and my throat's swollen up. I couldn't talk this morning at all. I sound like a frog. At least I sound better now, and I can swallow better now. And I have a big cup of broth that I am nursing. Yes, it is the MSG kind that tastes really good because I wanted something that tastes really good. And the other kind I have that doesn't have MSG has more carbs and it doesn't taste as good. So I'm drinking my MSG bouillon, and don't freaking hate me for that. It's really good. It makes my throat feel better. I'm also eating some yogurt because that's about the only thing that will go down food-wise right now. I don't know what's going to happen food-wise. I think it's getting a little better, and with drinking the broth, I think it's going to help. So I think I'll be able to eat in a little while. I am going to go and get into a hot bath again. Try and get that to see if that'll help me get some of this water off of me again. Yes, I've tried that already. I've tried it with magnesium salts and bath salts and whatever, essential oils. Anyway, guys, I hope this video isn't too depressing for you, but I want you guys to see that this is real life. You know, this channel is not fake. This is real life. My freaking 1 year on keto was August 23rd, and I have a whole folder of files to make a video for you guys so that you can see how far I've come, and I still haven't done it because my life is insane, and this is real life, people. And I just want everyone to know that sometimes that life is hard and it gets scary, and we cannot use that as an excuse. I mean, I could totally be using this as an excuse and saying, well, gosh, my body's acting like I totally ate ice cream, so I'm going to go get a store and eat some anyways. I mean, obviously my body doesn't care what I eat. You know, I could use that as an excuse, and I'm not. Because I'll tell you what, whether I gaining weight or not gaining weight, I am never eating carbs unless somebody like forces me. Like, I'm just not for the rest of my life. And so this is the way life is sometimes for people. Sometimes weird things happen. Now, I will tell you guys, because I know you're going to say, Tamara, you should go to the doctor. Okay, I get that. I may still go. We'll see. We'll see. I'm really afraid. I don't really have a primary care physician. I've been under the care of gynecologists and OBGYNs for my entire adult life because I've basically been pregnant for my entire adult life. This is the first time in my life that I am not pregnant and won't ever be. And so I do not have a primary care physician. I know that's lame, but I don't. So I don't know who to see. So that's my hang up. I have a little anxiety over picking a doctor and going to see someone, and I'm afraid that they're going to say, you can't do keto anymore. And I can't not do keto. So but I will tell you that if I'm not on a downward trend with this water very soon, that I will go in and get checked out just to make sure it's not my kidneys or my heart. I really don't think it is. I really think my body is really sensitive to stuff. You know, when we went to California last year, I put on at least 10 pounds of water weight, maybe 13 total during that trip, just driving to California and walking around California. And last year at this time during Summit, my knees swelled up really bad, and I ended up putting on 10 pounds of water weight that hung on for 3 weeks. This is not the first time this has happened to me. I don't know why my body is dumb. I'm old. I mean, maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm 43, almost 44 years old. I don't know. I don't think it's anything serious. I really don't. Last night I was just having a panic attack over it, but I will promise you that I will go to see a doctor if things do not improve very much very soon. Because I don't want to mess with things. I really don't. And, you know, I really ought to anyways, because I need to know my blood numbers and everything. I'm afraid of it, I guess. I have a little anxiety, and that's one of my things that kind of holds me back. Calling and making appointments is, like, hard for me. And so, pray for me, you guys. I'm being honest and real with you right now. If you're still watching this far in, freaking 15 minutes into the video, or whatever it is right now, I apologize for my rambling, and thanking you for being so supportive and wonderful. You guys are the best community on YouTube, and I feel so loved and cared for, and I feel vulnerable. I feel safe to be vulnerable because I know you guys all love me, and you're not gonna like criticize me and give me a hard time, because I really, really can't deal with that right now. Completely cannot deal with that. So please be kind in your comments and your suggestions. I know people are gonna have a million things to try to get rid of the water weight. Trust me, I know them all. I've tried pretty much all of them. I haven't tried everything, but I've tried the things I'm willing to try. You can suggest, but I may or may not respond or say anything. I don't know. I just can't deal, and I just need some rest. And so today I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna edit these videos and see what I can get done on the computer. I've got a lot of work to do, like always. And drink my broth, eat my yogurt, and hope that later on I can get some more protein in me with my throat. I love y'all so much. Oh, I just said y'all. Maybe Alabama rubbed off on me a little. I don't know why that is. Sometimes that happens to me when I go places. When I was in India, I spoke with an Indian accent for a while when we came back home. So funny. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. We'll talk to you again soon.